life practice community.
Okay. So we're going to start our practice today in a seated posture. So you can come onto your mat, or maybe if you want to be up on a pillow, that works too. And just crossing the legs and flipping the palms to be face up. Lengthen up through the spine and soften the shoulders back. And allow yourself to scan what is happening within you and around you in this moment. Becoming aware of how you're feeling energetically and how you're feeling physically. What's happening with you mentally. And then notice if you can hear any noises in the space that you're sitting in. Whether it's people in the background or even just the hum of the refrigerator, the hum of the air conditioning. What can you hear when you simply slow down and listen? When I was looking for inspiration for teaching this class, I was thinking about the season. So I'm currently in Abu Dhabi, and here it is still quite hot. It's still close to 40 degrees. But I know many of you that I am practicing with this morning are in Toronto or in the UK or in places where the season is changing and fall is on its way. And with fall, there's always an energy of letting go. I came across a Pema Chodron quote. He said, "Nothing ever goes away until it's taught us what we need to know." So maybe it resonates with you to take this moment and consider, what is it that I need to let go of this season? We're going to spend a couple of minutes doing a pranayama practice. So you're going to take your right hand. And what you're going to do is take your two peace fingers, place them on your third eye, so the center of your forehead. Come a bit closer so you can see me. You're using your right thumb and your right index finger. Okay, so you're going to plug your right nostril with your right thumb and then take a breath in through your left index finger. Or sorry, not your left index finger, through your left nostril. Plug your left nostril and then exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right. Plug and exhale through your left. So this is called alternate nostril breathing. Nadi Shodhana. The intention behind this breathwork practice is to balance your yin and your yang, balance your Ida and your Pingala. And that's what we are here to do. To bring balance to our yin and yang. Yang being the hot, masculine energy. Yin being the cooling, calming energy. Can you take one more round? Make sure you exhale on the left nostril. And then just land your right palm again and take a deep breath in. And then a deep breath out. And then take a big breath in, just sweep your palms up towards the sky. Taking an exhale, palms into heart center. And then we're going to come up out of our crisscross and we're going to come all the way up to stand to start. So coming all the way to stand at the top of your mat. Grounding through both soles of feet. Take a breath in, sweep your arms up towards the sky, upward mountain. And then take an exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to stand. And then take an exhale, palms into heart center. And then can you keep going like this? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And then exhale, palms through heart center, flow through one more. Breath in, arms sweep upwards. Breath out, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, lower. This time land your palms, really anchor and press through your palms, spread through your fingers and step your feet back, coming into your first downward facing dog. So you're lengthening your hips up towards the sky. You're resting through your palms. You're inviting length along the vertebrae. You're dropping your head and then you're rocking it no to no more tension. And then you're wiggling it yes. Yes to being here. Yes to practicing. Can you roll more of your weight off of your arms and onto your legs? So you're shifting your weight further back. Yeah, good, nice. And then maybe it feels good to rock one knee and then the other, pressing into the heels. So the clothes I'm wearing today, these are my new favorite clothes. They came in the mail this week. This onesie and this sweater. And this onesie and this sweater was actually my birthday gift from my mom. Packed in a bag, meant to come here in March with her on holiday to Abu Dhabi. Of course, that holiday never ended up happening. And then the mail service was shut off to Abu Dhabi and it never came. And it finally came this week, 6 months later. And when I received it, I became distinctly aware of how much time has passed since this whole coronavirus thing started. Sarah Hinton, one of our yoga teachers in Canada, when she started teaching for us, there was snow outside her window.
And then it became summer and bright and brilliant and green. And now it's turning into autumn and the trees kind of getting bare again. And it just kind of shows the cyclical nature of life and, you know, how much time we've experienced in this new kind of version of the world. There was growth and renewal in summer, and now there is letting go in autumn. And the cycle begins over and over again. All right, I realize I've made you stay in down dog for a long time. Let's inhale, ripple our heart all the way forward, plank. Nice job. Land your knees onto the mat. So you're in a low plank now, and you're gonna slowly lower, elbows drawing back, navel coming onto the mat. Can you walk your palms wide now, wider than your mat, elbows pointing up, and you're gonna breathe your heart lift all the way up, and then exhale, lower back down. Let's take a few more just like this, 3 more. Inhaling, snaking up, and then exhaling to release. 2 more. And then 1 more. Nice, and then lower back down. Plant your palms, lift up through a tabletop, and then shift all the way up and back to a down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog, lifting the hips up, lengthening through the right leg. And then can you peel your right knee in? And then step your right foot wider than your hands. Land onto your left knee, untuck your left toes. Yeah, so you're all the way forward into what's called a lizard. And we're gonna plant our right palm onto the right thigh and then just push the right thigh out towards the side and gaze over the right shoulder. You might come onto the outer edge of the right foot, just staying for a few more breaths. And then bring the foot all the way back down. Walk your foot to the inside or the center of the mat. And now you're going to walk your fingertips back as you invite length along your right leg. And let's just get into the hamstrings for a few breaths. So living in Abu Dhabi, we don't really have seasons. People say often we have 2 seasons. We have hot and we have hotter. And moving away from seasons was something I was like extremely excited for when I first moved to the Middle East 6 years ago. The reason why is because I hate winter, hate it, hate scraping the ice off the window, hate brushing off the snow. Can you walk your hands forward now? Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. And then either step all the way straight back to a plank, or if you're ready to come into a side plank, you're gonna roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, lift your right arm up, and then walk your right foot all the way back. So you can either stagger the feet, you can step the right foot on the mat, you might lower the left knee. There's a million variations for every yoga pose, and your goal here is to find what feels right for you. Know that the intention is to take away stress, not to add stress to the body. So don't push yourself beyond your capabilities or your mood or your energy for the day. Take 1 more breath in this side plank. And then can you land your right palm back down, coming into your full plank? Stay for 3, for 2. And then on 1, move your body through a vinyasa. Nice, coming all the way up and back to your down dog. Lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog, big breath in. And then pull your left knee in, step your left foot to the outside of your palms, wiggling your right knee back, and then land onto the right knee. And then leave your right palm where it is. Can you push your left palm into your left thigh, and then start opening your heart, gazing over the left shoulder. So anyway, I was excited to live with no seasons because I don't like winter. But what I underestimated was how much I would miss the fall. There is like this smell of fall in the winter in Canada, and the colors are absolutely brilliant. And there is a sense of letting go. There is a sense of renewal. Let's bring the left foot to land and then just walk the foot in and then reach your hands back as you lengthen over the left leg. Right at this point in the cycle, the leaves fall from the trees. We've taken in all that Mother Nature and summer has to offer. Right? We carry the abundance and the fullness of summer back down to the ground to decompose. And as the leaves fall from the trees, we're reminded that we can't always be full. We have to let go of everything. Take one more breath here. It's like we're already in the yin. Somehow walk your hands forward. You can tell the energy I'm in. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, anchor through your right palm. You're gonna spiral your left arm up and then walk all the way back, stepping all the way back into your side plank, your Vashisthasana. And can you stay here for 3, for 2, and then on 1, land your left palm, find your full plank, staying here, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice work. 1, travel through a vinyasa. Nice, and then make your way all the way up to down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend through the right knee and stack the hips. And then slowly unwind that. Pull your right knee in. Step your right foot between your palms. Nice. Now this time we're going to breathe all the way up into a crescent. And then we're going to land the left heel and open the arms up, coming into a warrior 2. So now at this point in the practice, we're generally moving from breath to breath. Inhale to exhale, reverse to extended side angle, but today we're just going to stay still. Just kind of linger in stillness, let the fire and intensity build. And can you let go of the effort and engagement and receive a little bit of softness, even in this challenging posture? What can you learn from this pose? There is a saying that the posture begins the moment you want to get out of it. And have you crossed that threshold yet? Now let's keep the bend in the knee, and now let's reverse the warrior, landing your left palm on your left thigh, reaching your right arm up, gazing up. Finding the middle. Peace of the middle and the stillness of the middle. Silence of the middle. Take one more breath. And then lift your body all the way up. This time land your right elbow on your right thigh. Reach your left arm up in front of you. But I want your elbow to be as light as possible, so you're not dumping all of your weight into that elbow. Can you energetically lift through your core and anchor through your legs, getting strong, and have a softness along the arm? Take 3, take 2. And then on 1, press through the feet, breathe all the way up. Lengthen through your right leg now. Turn your right toes so all 10 toes face the sidewall. Take an inhale. And then can you hinge your arms forward? Grip your palms to opposite elbows. Tuck your chin. Take some deep breaths in and out. And as you linger here, can you let the pull of gravity pull you deeper into the shape? And can you let the blood flow go back to the brain? Can you let go of movement and receive stillness? Let go of effort, receive ease. Release your palms back down. Inhale, lift halfway. And then we're gonna walk our hands all the way back to the front of the mat, turning and rotating so that your right knee is facing forward, right toes facing forward. Yeah, you got it. Press through your palms. And then can you step your right foot back, find your body in a full plank, engage the core, get strong. Know that you can do this. You are not gonna be in plank forever. You can do hard things. And then you can either shift straight back to down dog or move your body through a flow, yogi's choice. What do you need from this moment? Nice. Once you land in your down dog, breathe in, extend your left leg up towards the sky. Yeah, you got it. Bend through your left knee, stack the hips, reaching the left foot. Yeah, you got it, over to the right. And can you press evenly through both palms as you do this? Yeah, nice, good. And then slowly unwind, lengthen your left leg up behind you. Beautiful, breathe in. Pull your left knee into the chest. Step your left foot between your palms. And once again, we will press through the feet. Inhale, lift all the way up. Anchor through your right heel and then open your heart towards the side wall. Align your body so that you begin to find the middle. And as the body finds the middle, the mind finds the moment. As the body steps into the middle, the mind steps into the moment. And is there wisdom in the middle? Is there wisdom in the present moment? Now, can you land your right palm and reverse your warrior, lifting your heart, extension, spread through the rib cage as you breathe in and breathe out. Come all the way up to a warrior two. Land your left palm onto your left thigh like you're holding a tray of drinks, and then extend your right arm up behind, or sorry, in front of you. Can you engage your legs? Can you engage your core? Can you be as light as possible through that elbow? Stay for 3. Stay for 2. And then on 1, lift all the way up. Lengthen through the left leg. Turn your left toes in so all 10 toes face the side wall. Now interlace your palms behind your sacrum. And as you breathe in, you're gonna have an extension through your spine. And then take an exhale and hinge forward, lifting your arms up behind you. Your head is dropping. Now, if this arm variation is not soothing for you, then just go back to the other version. It doesn't matter. Stay for one more breath. And then can you press through the feet, lift all the way up. Turn your left toes to face the front of the mat again. Lift your arms up. And then windmill your palms to the mat, frame the foot. Get strong. Step your left foot back. One last vinyasa. Lift all the way up to your down dog. And then land your knees onto the mat. Tuck your toes. You're just gonna sit your hips back on the heels for a moment. So we're gonna practice a back bending series called Dancing Camel. And how you're gonna move through this is you're going to land your right fingertips and then breathe in and lift your heart. So you're lifting your hips, you're lifting your left arm. And then you're gonna exhale, sit back down and switch the opposite way. So left fingertips ground, right arm reaches up, hips send forward. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Moving slowly and mindfully. Feeling the articulation of the spine. Let's take 3 more. Two more. And a last one. Coming all the way forward. Walk forward, untuck your toes. Take your knees wide now. And then just sit the hips back on the heels. We're gonna transition into our yin mode. So anchor your forehead. Sit your hips back, take some deep breaths. So we're starting to transition from our Vin to our Yin. And in our wide-legged child's pose, we're just gonna move into a twist. So you're gonna lift your body up slightly, take your right arm, thread it face up underneath your left arm, roll onto your right shoulder and your right cheek. Just try to keep your head soft and supported. So in places where we experience the seasons of fall, it's like nature gives us instructions.
to let go of what is stale and no longer of service. And turn inward. Letting go of production and striving. Let's linger in this twist for 3 more breaths. And then slowly unwind, extending your right arm. And then just take a moment in neutral. And then prepare for the opposite side. So you lift up a little bit, you thread your left arm under, land your left cheek, land your left arm, palm can be face up. Our physical lungs control our breathing. And in traditional Chinese medicine, like the lungs take in qi from the sky. They also relate to our ability to take in, to process, and to filter out what is not needed to let go. Right after every inhale, we also exhale. And the emotion that we connect with our lungs when they're weakened is sometimes grief. Grief and sadness must be processed and released to the earth, and the same beautiful display as the leaves going to the floor, going to the ground. I think 2020 has been a period of collective grief for a lot of us. It's really hard for teachers to be back at school because it's a school like we've never known before. We're adapting to working in ways that we've never worked before. And we're learning to let go of our attachments to the way we think things should be or we want them to be.
What do you need to let go of, and how are you heading on that journey? Stay for a couple more breaths. And then take one more inhale, one more exhale. And then can you breathe your body all the way back into a neutral child's pose? Just let it be a little rebound. And then the next pose we're gonna move through is we're gonna come into a heart opener. We're gonna come into melting heart. So you're gonna come up onto the knees. And then just walk your hands forward so that you land on the forehead or chin. And maybe it would feel good in melting heart to just kind of scrunch and unscrunch the fingers. And as you do this, just feel the actions and the energy of the hand moving up into the shoulders. This is the meridian nerve that runs from the shoulder down the inner arms into the wrist and the hand. Maybe doing it once more and then landing the palms back down. And how would it feel to keep your palms and fingers anchored and then just lifting the heels of the hands up? How does that feel? Just one more. And then arrive back in stillness. Taking one more full inhale, one more exhale, and then come all the way forward. Coming all the way onto your navel. And then just take a moment with your palms alongside you, rest onto one cheek. Letting this be a neutral.
And then how would it feel to open and outstretch your arms? And the next posture we're going to come into is broken wing. So you're going to place let's start with the left arm extended. Place the right palm underneath the shoulder. Just doing it this way so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to press through the right palm, lift all the way up, and start to roll so you land on the right toes. You're getting a stretch through the back of the left shoulder blade.
I want to share with you a favorite quote of mine. Let's see if I can find it. Something that was said by my teacher, Rolf Gates, around the theme of letting go. Here it is. Letting go of our pain, it's not an overnight affair. But the process, it quickly gains momentum. It's a little like water moving through a hole in a dam. First, there is a trickle, then a small flow. And then before you know it, there's a torrent. And the most miraculous part of this process, it's in the trickle stage. And this is when you see dramatic courage, thrilling movement and change. It's the addict's first few months of sobriety. It's the person leaving their marriage for good. It's the 40-something businessman leaving their job and going to medical school. It's picking up the pieces after a great loss. Stay here for a couple more breaths.
And then we're just going to slowly unwind and come all the way back to neutral. And then extend your right arm out. When you're ready, opposite side, pressing through your left palm, lifting up, rolling over, landing your left toes. Stretching through the right side.
So it's picking up the pieces after a great loss. It's trying again after a bitter failure. And this is the time when you find out who your friends are and what a friend really is. And later, once the flow has been established, the work changes. And now the challenge is staying green and fresh, remaining established in the beginner's mind. Pratyahara, it's right there at ground zero. It's our first steps into the light. And the remaining limbs on our 8-limb path are about maintenance and growth. But Pratyahara, it's about beginnings. I just looked over, I see Wendy's petting her dog. Was worried you had an injury with your hand or something, but just some pup love. Stay for a few more breaths. And then come all the way back through center. So we've pretty much only done upper body in our yin today. We're gonna roll onto our backs and do a teensy tiny bit of lower body before we drop into our shavasana. So can you draw your knees into your chest and then just choose your favorite spinal twist variation? So you might simply just drop your knees over to the right. You might pull one knee in and then slide it over to the right. Letting your spinal discs compress. All the pets are here today. There's Jules' dog. All the pets are here except my pet. She's asleep somewhere. And just stay for a few more breaths on this side. And take your knees all the way up through center. And then just send them the opposite way, so over to the left. Come all the way back through center. See if there's any last movements or shapes that would sign off and seal your hour nicely. Must really be fall in Canada. I see Wendy's getting her socks. And eventually you're going to bring your body into whatever shape will be a container for you for your processing of your experience. On your next breath in, we're going to experiment with 3-part breath. 3 part 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 breath. 3 So what this is going to involve is visualizing breathing into your lungs as if they're three parts: your belly, your ribs, and your chest. And we're going to start by filling the bottom up. And then we're going to exhale from the bottom up as well. Okay, so take another normal breath. And then you're going to inhale into the navel. Pause, inhale to the ribs. Pause, inhale to the chest. Pause, and then exhale, navel. Pause, ribs. Pause, chest. Inhale, breathe into the belly. Pause, inhale to the ribs. Pause, inhale to the chest. Pause, and then exhale, release from the belly. Pause, exhale from the ribs. Pause, exhale from the chest. Keep going, inhale, belly. Ribs. Chest. Exhaling, belly. Ribs. Chest. Inhale, belly. Ribs. Chest. Exhale, belly. Ribs. Chest. Take 3 more rounds of this on your own. And taking normal inhales, normal exhales. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it all done. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday we'll walk in the hands of a beautiful sun. Someday the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Things are gonna get easier. Just give your body a little wiggle wobble. Coming all the way up through center, maybe giving your body a little hug. Coming up to your seated, no hurries or worries. When you arrive at seated, place your palms at heart center. I am so, so grateful for this community. So special to share in this practice together. We're going to finish our practice with an Om sound. And if you want to join, we'll inhale and exhale, and then inhale through to make the Om. So a large breath in, breath out, breath in. Om. Thank you so, so much for sharing the space and the practice today. The light in me, it sees and honors the light within each one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace. Namaste.